that's it. We just want to win for our team.
My goodness! And everyone finishes it!
Yeah, we're just as good as the men. We're better.
It's a huge point for the Bay Area.
Good chance that's the number one highlight of the week.
Oh, yeah. It is day 2 of week 9 of Major League Table Tennis. We're coming to you live from Portland, Oregon, USA. And this is the second team matchup that I know the audience has been waiting for. Get ready because the last 2 teams are coming out shortly. But first, let's welcome our officials, Jerry Lee and Mei Wong. And the first team to enter is in second place in the West Division, only trailing by 7 points behind the Bay Area Blasters. A warm welcome for the Seattle Spinners! That was the most amazing thing ever. You made Johan smile. Wow. And coming out now, a team that I expect to get the very opposite of a warm welcome. Get on your feet and make some noise for your very own Portland Paddlers! Alrighty, now that all the Warriors have entered the arena, including some very hairy, scary supporters, get ready to shake some hands and slap some skins and let the games begin.
That's right, Adam Bobrow. Let the games begin. The entire Portland community rallying around the paddlers who are trying to snap a long losing streak. The Seattle Spinners were dominant last night in their 17-4 win over the Bay Area Blasters. And Seattle has a chance to move into first place atop the MLTT West Division. So far this weekend, at the midway point of this 3-day weekend in Portland, things have gone very well for Seattle and Texas. We'll see if the Spinners can keep it rolling. The Smash have already improved to 2-0 on the weekend. Seattle needs 8 points tonight to surpass the Bay Area and head into Sunday atop the pack out west. Good evening and welcome once again, everybody. Evan Lepler with a Hall of Famer, Sean O'Neill, proud Portland resident. What does this night mean to the Portland table tennis community?
And you can just see the smiles on all the paddlers. They're ready to go. They need to get some victories. I think the fans are going to do it for them.
Well, this Portland team certainly has a lot of talent. Collet, one of the most spectacular players in the league, one of the most spectacular players in the sport. But they need help. He needs help to win tonight against this talented Seattle lineup.
I think one of the opportunities for the paddlers is the Tyrese Knight match and also the Ji-Wei Shaw. Clearly the double's always key, and paddlers have the advantage there.
Well, we're going to start with the number 1 players for each of their 2 teams. Nikhil Kumar was absolutely fabulous in Seattle's win yesterday. He set the tone right off the top in their victory over the Bay Area Blasters, defeating Ma Jin Bao convincingly. Second singles tonight, the Jays, Johan and Jonathan. The all-Swedish second singles showdown we're going to get in a little bit. And then the doubles match, Omatayo and Diaz back together going against Collet and Rachel Sung. Lapchick makes his first appearance of the weekend against the chopper from Barbados, Tyrese Knight. And then Omatayo will return to the table for singles against Ji-Wei, who's been a little under the weather, but hopefully feeling good and ready to go.
Got some rest from yesterday, so should be looking nice and strong.
What impressed you the most about what Nikhil Kumar did in his dominant singles performance on Friday?
Just that he threw caution to the wind and went strong on every shot. He likes to play with a lot of deception, a lot of change of pace, brings in a big forehand and a control backhand, but he did none of that. He just came out blazing on both sides, forehand, backhands, going for it every time he touched the ball.
So Nikhil Kumar, 2 times a U.S. national champion, going up against a guy who has been one of the dominant players of the recent era in table tennis, 9 times a Ukrainian national champion. Kole also, of course, a U.S. Open men's singles champion a couple times, and has won the last 2 U.S. Open men's doubles championships too. So this Pacific Northwest battle begins with Kole and Nikhil Kumar. They played in November. That was the most recent matchup, and it was tied 1-1. I beg your pardon. Kole won the first 2 games, and Nikhil won the third to salvage a point. But Kole has been the dominant player, arguably, in the West Division.
Doesn't look like there's an empty seat here. VIP section sold out a couple days ago. General admission looks extremely packed. Number of players from the local clubs in the area. Portland's fortunate to have 4 or 5 clubs to serve its table tennis fans and lovers.
We do have extra security lined up for your paparazzi here tonight, right?
Yeah, well, I think it might be more Ji-Weis because they're all out here to support Ji-Wei and Christian Lilleroos, the coach of the Paddlers. Super treat to have 2 players, or a player and a coach, on the home team, and now we've got U.S. national champion 2 times versus 2 times U.S. Open champion.
An electric atmosphere for Nikhil Kumar and Kole. Here we go. Strong start for the Paddlers. There's something about the way Kole goes about his business. No matter what his opponent does, it looks like he's ready for it.
He's not even moving, but he's still delivering powerful blows from the backhand side.
And he just sent Kumar backpedaling away from the table. Nikhil on his heels quickly, trailing 2-0.
And Nikhil's going to probably be taking on the entire crowd here.
Tom, what did you make of the boos that the Seattle Spinners received as they entered the playing area when they were introduced by Adam Bobrow?
I thought it was awesome, similar to when the Trailblazers have their guests come into town. It's when you know you've got it big time, when your guests are being booed.
3 straight for Nikhil Kumar to take his first lead. That was the first point of the 5 won by the server.
Oh, that ball just brushed the net, but Kumar made a nice return on it. Again, staying true to what we saw yesterday. A lot of offense from Kumar. That was a deep ball there. Back white line. Coley really moving the ball out wide to Nikhil's forehand. Mentioned it yesterday as a lefty.
3 straight for Portland.
Generally going out to the wide forehand will cause them to open up the backhand court.
And now 4 in a row for Coley. He leads 6-3. Reminder about the format: 4 singles matches, the 1 doubles match, all are 3 games, 2-11. And it certainly feels likely that it will all come down to the Golden game with 6 points up for grabs in the Golden.
And Coley just so smart when he goes for those finishing shots. He doesn't necessarily have to overpower it because he places the ball perfectly. And Kumar able to play that wide ball to the forehand.
A big point for Nikhil, snapping the 5-0 run from Coley. Every point feels weighty between these 2 players. What reflexes from Coley.
Just bombs by both players. And Coley doesn't move back. Once he makes that first attack, he just camps. Great forehand power down the line. Kumar needs these points right here. Could hear the crack of that forehand.
Falling over the table.
They might want to check that ball. He blistered it. Oh, Coley again, out to the wide forehand. Kumar knows it's coming, and he ran that one down.
2 straight for Kumar on his serve. Excellent return from Nikhil Kumar, making this a game.
Just going for it. This isn't the Nikhil Kumar that we've seen over the last 4 or 5 years. This is a new and improved one. Heavy on the offense.
What an attack. Kumar goes for it again and ties this thing up 8 apiece.
And Coley started with a backhand serve. That normally means that you don't have confidence in your trademark forehand. Nikhil won the battle of the placement. And
Kumar can't believe he missed it.
But you saw the nice backhand side spin chop block that Kumar put in, forcing a push from Coley, allowing Kumar to go for the winner.
Into the net. The first game point of the team match belongs to the Portland Paddlers.
Look a little bit like Hagberg on that one. Stepping around the backhand and going down to touch the floor.
Game point. That's table tennis. A sequence of short balls before Coley goes on the attack. And the West's top-ranked player has the Paddlers off to a good start. These two players at very different stages of their careers. Collet turned 36 this past November, while Nikhil Kumar just turned 21 on January the 1st. Asked him how he celebrated this exciting new year. He said, "I practiced table tennis." He was at a training camp.
Nikhil saying to himself, go for the shot, don't play safe.
For two guys that both have explosive firepower with their shots, Sean, they certainly have very different demeanors on the table. Obviously, Nikhil, the far more vocal of the two. Does that say anything to you? Just different eras of players, or is it just their different personalities?
Just, I say more personalities. Nikhil always bringing energy, not only in singles, but doubles. He's an excellent doubles player. And of course, in the team event, he's really been kind of the mainstay of the spinners to get the team pumped up and going.
Sean, in your playing days, winning 5 national championships, is your demeanor more comparable to Nikhil Kumar or Collet?
That was Nikhil, and pretty much just to allow your opponent to know every time you made a good shot, reminding them through a little celebration, and then also some encouragement. That's another factor in Nikhil's game. Before the point, you'll hear him. Says right there, he's saying, "Allez, let's go." That's it! And that was another phrase that I love to say, "That's it."
And Nikhil can speak Mandarin. Obviously, he can speak English. He has celebrated in like 5 different languages since this match. I've heard of Vamos, heard of Halle, heard of Osa. And that's it.
And I hope that after this weekend, Nikhil continues with this same offensive mindset instead of just looking to take pace off the ball, but to go for the bigger shot. That's just, again, great power set up by a very difficult serve to keep low.
If there's a player in the league that's looking to match the energy of hundreds of fans, Nikhil Kumar.
No, that's what happens.
Guy.
Often you're in this situation, you end up taking on the entire crowd. That ball was popped up quite high. Credit Collet for the good sportsmanship. Ooh. Nikhil had a swing at it. Ability to get his paddle on the ball.
In the previous 3 matchups between Seattle and Portland, despite Collet playing well, Collet beat Ji-Wei Sha 2-1 back in September, beat Nikhil 2-1 in November, and he swept Olajide Omatayo in October. Despite all that, Seattle has had the lead going into the Golden Game against Portland in 2 of the 3 matches. And Seattle has won 2 of the 3 Golden Games against the Paddlers.
I think in that first match, it might have been Collet against Adi Serene, not Ji-Wei, because they're teammates.
Oh, excuse me. You know what? That Collet did not play singles in that match. You're right. Excuse me.
It's okay. We'll forgive you. You're kicking my butt in fantasy, so.
Nice to hear you say it.
It's because I didn't enter.
Well, even if you did.
Right now, Nikhil in the driver's seat with the serve, leading by 2. That was a wonderful combination by Nikhil. A soft opening, followed up with a quick backhand off the bounce.
10-6 lead for Kumar.
And he is just going for it. That backhand punch off the soft opening.
Crowd trying to will Collet back into this game.
Kumar willing to go for broke.
Will he do it again? Big swings from both players. Collet able to hold serve and put the pressure back on Nikhil Kumar.
Kumar brought everything into these shots. Collet somehow made 3 blocks, turned the table, and got his forehand to land.
Kumar trying to close out this game on his serve. And he'll do it. 11-8. Nikhil bounces back, and we have a fascinating Game 3 coming up between these two top stars. Nikhil Kumar takes a game off Collet, and we got the rubber match coming up. Set for Game 3. Kumar taking Game 2, 11-8. Sean, did you notice any major tactical adjustments, or was it just a matter of execution?
I think it was execution. Kumar continuing with the more offensive-minded, going for broke, not staying up at the table and blocking, but going for shots off the bounce. And you're going to hear Nikhil each and every point just try to take this crowd out of it. Collet needs to do something more than just keep it low to his backhand. Kumar is playing that ball cross court so well.
3-0 lead for Kumar.
Timeout.
Collet certainly a little flustered, and Christian Lilyrose will talk. Well, there are sign-ups available now for the upcoming MLTT draft, and the commissioner, Flint Lane, has seen some intriguing talent here in the Portland area.
I'm Flint Lane, commissioner of Major League Table Tennis. We just opened our 2024-2025 Season 2 draft, and I have the honor today of evaluating some of the submissions of some of the better players who are looking to join our league. Here's our first applicant, Barley from the Hillsborough Hops. We often don't see a two-paddle approach, but clearly Barley is going for something unique here. Good form, might be conducting an orchestra, might be playing table tennis. I like the forehand. Oh, I really like the backhand. I like the jousting. Celebrations are key to our league. Altogether, a pretty good entry in our draft. Our next entry is Douglas Pearl from the Portland Trailblazers. Here we go, running up the stairs. Excellent form. Oh no, a trip. Okay, we're back at it. I like the recovery, good toe touches. We haven't had any Bigfoot or Sasquatches in our league to date. There's always room for them, though. I would not want to face off against Douglas Fir across the table. Next entry is Timber Joey from the Portland Timbers. Ooh, we have a non-standard paddle surface. Ooh, that's a very popular exercise to strengthen the forehand. Timber Joey exercising right on a table. Look at that slam. That kind of forehand, I think they all bring different elements to the game that will really spice up Major League Table Tennis for season 2. But in the meantime, I'm looking forward to seeing all 3 mascots at our upcoming event in Portland this weekend.
Let's go. Well, this was earlier. Douglas Fir and Barley from the Hillsboro Hops exchanging some rallies with Sonora Silva and Alexi Jawan from the Bay Area Blasters. Meanwhile, the timeout has paid dividends for Collet, and he scored 3 straight points to even up this third and deciding game to this opening singles match. Which of the mascots were you most impressed with their form, Sean?
I think it was Blaze. He had the best combination forehand backhand. Didn't always hit the ball. Showed a lot of determination and spunk.
In your career, did you ever cross paths with any Sasquatches on the table?
You mean people that disappeared and you never saw them, or?
Nikhil Kumar's taking a timeout now. The plot thickens. Let's listen in to Nikhil Kumar and Luba Sadovska.
1 point at a time, too fast. 4 points too fast. Yeah. 1 point at a time, 1 point at a time, 1 point at a time. I think
you were rushing
yeah,
now.
long. The reason why he's receiving with backhand is because he cannot receive good with his forehand. So maybe we have to take a risk, or whenever the serve is move into the first, because it's only giving you.
And in the middle, it works. Your serve to the middle, okay? Short, and then attack.
Kill these balls.
Yeah.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, no stop.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it back.
I go cross. You got this. Come on, boy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's take it back.
1 point at a time. 1 point at a time.
You got this. Let's go.
Let's go.
Tied at 1 game apiece. Kumar jumped out to a 3-0 lead here in game 3, but after the timeout from Portland, Collet has scored the last 4 straight. Now Nikhil trying to turn momentum back Seattle's way. Excellent third ball attack from Collet. He scored 5 in a row as they switch sides.
Collet's keeping his cool, letting the crowd be his vocal supporters here.
Battle of Swedes coming up in the second singles spot.
Collet has found a better solution. The deep chop with a lot of spin to the backhand is stopping Kumar from going for the winner.
Snaps a 6-0 run. Can he build on that? In a match of great rallies, that one certainly stands out, and the Portland fans are enjoying it.
It doesn't get any better than this. Great play by both players.
Thing is, whether he wins a point or loses a point, Collet has the exact same facial expression and body language.
How Collet was able to defend on that over-the-table forehand rip. Just so cool. Just kept it in play.
Kumar continues to talk to himself, and Collet remains stone silent.
Kumar doing such an exceptional job when they get into the rally just to be driving the ball forward. A lot of times in the past he would just chop it, keep it in play. Now he's playing so much more offense. And that was a big point. Kumar's looking at his racket like, how could you fail me now?
Collet 2 points from the finish line to take 2 out of 3 in this opening singles match for the paddlers.
I'm feeling the crowd's going to let Nikhil know.
Oh, Kumar just flips it away in frustration. Nothing you can do about that. They say they even out, but that doesn't make it feel any better when it happens to set up game point. Collet delivers again. Ruthless, stoic excellence for the Portland Paddlers. He scored 11 of the last 13 points. And Collet finally showing some emotion, getting the crowd into it. The Portland Paddlers take 2 out of 3 in the opening singles match to begin our Saturday night table tennis here in Portland, Oregon. Congratulations, Collet, taking 2 out of 3. What was it like playing in front of this crowd?
Yeah, he's always the same. Everyone play with me like a wolf, right? So green eyes and so aggressive, screaming and shout a lot. And okay, because my age, you know, if I shout, maybe I don't have energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So beginning I have a trouble with his drop short. Then I start to serve underspin. I let him drop short. Then we play 1 by 1. Right. I drop short back and then slow down and then yeah, that's it.
So every point is going to matter tonight. What are your thoughts going into the mixed doubles in the third match?
The problem is that yeah, the guy, I don't know. Obatayo, he's really good against Banana. He's very strong. Last time Richo couldn't get back so good. So this time. I don't know. We have this the thing. Like if she can get back the ball from him, then we have a chance. Yeah.
Collet, real quick, you were down 3-0 in that third game. You took a timeout. What was the tactical reset you made there?
Yeah, because I tried to serve no spin and to attack, but he's really aggressive. He killed me in the first ball. I'm really in trouble. And then this time is the right moment to take timeout because. If it's 4-5, 6-0, and then I'm done. Yeah.
Strong performance, fun to watch.
Yeah.
Go get ready for doubles. Thanks, Collet.
Okay, thank you.
An all-Swedish showdown in second singles. Jay Hagberg for the Spinners and Jonathan McDonald for the Paddlers. Hagberg, certainly one of the more colorful players in the league, and I'm not just talking about the highlights in his hair. Jonathan McDonald's had a really strong season. Struggled yesterday in his first opportunity to play this weekend against David Macbeth. See if he can bounce back today. Goes with the aggressive deep serve.
Just right out of the box.
Now, what does that say to you when he takes that attack early?
He doesn't want to play anything short. He wants to get into the rally. Both these players from Stockholm, so they've seen each other play for quite some time before each of their Major League Table Tennis debuts. Hagberg loves to do the high toss serve. And the contrast in the styles of these two, Hagberg, big finisher, loves to play his forehand inside out. McDonald known more for his backhand attacks. It's a righty-lefty matchup.
Going down to the knee and unable to connect with the forehand. We're tied 2-2. McDonald's the bigger player with a wider wingspan, but Hagberg's the more experienced player, 7 years older than McDonald.
Oh, that was a wonderful chop down on the serve, just took everything off it. Well placed, McDonald unable to get the opening.
Deep serve. Handled better this time by Hagberg, but McDonald with a finishing touch.
Just great play off the bounce by McDonald. Got his forehand landing. Again, playing lefties get it out to the wide forehand. Very difficult for them to run it down. And then McDonald gives Hagberg a taste of his own medicine with that little chop down on the serve return.
Line. 3-4.
Very aggressive serve by Hagberg. McDonald did a very nice job there. Waited before he chose where he was going to play his forehand. Really kept Hagberg at bay there. But the deep serves of McDonald out to the forehand.
Relentless with a forehand. McDonald takes a 6-4 lead.
That's the best I've seen McDonald. Once he gets that first forehand, and he's really staying with it. He's not reverting to a backhand. Oh, that's a...
You got to imagine Hagberg knows that McDonald's backhand is his superior shot, so he's almost trying to set up that forehand over and over
Right,
again.
he wants to get it out to the forehand because he knows that backhand cross court is so tough to run down. And that's a big, big forehand off the serve.
2-point lead for McDonald as they go to the towels at 7-5. We have seen over the course of the season, Sean, more often than not, the home teams have struggled. This crowd does feel like it's giving the paddlers a legitimate boost of adrenaline here tonight.
Absolutely. The players are doing their job as well as providing some amazing shots.
Down on one knee, Hagberg with a do-or-die shot, and he delivers.
This is going for it. That ball's breaking inside out. Not a huge celebration afterwards.
McDonald gets that back to the table, especially the forehand side. Hagberg has no chance, but again, when Jay goes on the attack, he can be a dangerous threat.
Well, it's all or nothing, so it's not like he's going to play controlled opening.
Right.
And again,
aggressive return there from McDonald.
No hesitation. Decided he was going to loop it if it came off the end of the table. Good timing. That was a nice covering block by Hagberg.
Wow. Another aggressive serve. We have seen more deep serves from McDonald in this game than I can remember from any player in the league in any individual game all season.
Just throwing caution to the wind, going cross court.
Hagberg fights off a game point.
He will, McDonald will have the serve if we go to the golden point. I'm sure he'd like to take this game right now.
10-10 between these two Swedes, both in their 20s and both battling for their teams representing the Pacific Northwest. 10-all, McDonald serving, next point wins. Shorter serve, Hagberg went for it and sent it long, and McDonald takes game one for the Paddlers by the slimmest of margins. There's a special energy in the air tonight here in Portland. Well, the international voice of table tennis, Adam Bobrow, just introduced the crowd to Judy Horcross, who's had an illustrious career in the sport.
Yeah, as a Hall of Famer and also a member of the 1971 ping pong diplomacy team from the U.S. that opened up relations with China. She's continued to build the sport here in Portland and runs the Paddle Palace Company and Paddle Palace Table Tennis Club, which Ji-Wei Shaw, Christian Lillaroos are both coaches.
Aside from hiring you, she's had a tremendous career. What's she like as a boss?
Awesome, awesome. Just makes sure I hit the submit button. I help with social media and also with sponsorships. And Hagberg, again, going down on the ground to get that forehand inside out. McDonald had a shot at putting it back into play for the point.
Obviously, Hagberg plays with a ton of flair, a ton of his own verve and energy. What advice would you give to him about how to harness the special style he's got to maximize his ability?
You know, I think he's doing everything right for his style of play. I would say, you know, be aggressive with the serves, but that's what he's already doing. Maybe add a little bit more spin. When we watch Cole or Kasahara play, their opening loops are just always heavy, heavy. That would give him a chance to maybe play the bigger shot on the second ball instead of just going it on the first. Wow. McDonald ready for anything that Hagberg sends his way. Just great timing, picking it up off the bounce, but still 6 feet from the table. And look at that deep serve. Just really neutralizing Hagberg's ability to step around the backhand. McDonald can make that shot. That backhand is so strong, but Hagberg's done an exceptional job of moving it down the line or out to the forehand. Again, Short forehand, wide backhand. Very tough to cover the extreme distance.
McDonald's turn on his serve, trying to continue to hold. Let's go back to that golden point, game one. Were you surprised McDonald went with a more conservative, shorter serve?
No, you can only go to the well so many times. And the deep serve, the player reads it off the paddle. They're going to have no trouble going for a winning shot.
You like the choice.
Like the choice, and say long serve every maybe sixth ball when you're serving, but you can't just serve long balls all the time.
Hagberg has opened up a 4-point lead here for Seattle. And now it's a 5-point lead for the Spinners here in game two.
And Hagberg's done a much better job of just keeping the ball lower, not going for as many shots.
Look at that toss.
So you see that it's a high toss, ball came off the end of the table, kind of leaked out. McDonald didn't have much difficulty to hit that elbow.
Unlike tennis, you can't catch the bad toss. You got to live with it wherever it is. I violated that rule when I was playing earlier today.
Oh, that was a great wide to the backhand, then out to the forehand by McDonald. Hagberg did everything he could to step around. Top of the net and out, but he had the ball on his paddle.
Game point.
Aggressive push by McDonald. Not only did he push it short, but he got it there very quickly. That's the McDonald backhand that we've seen in early MLTT.
This is interesting now. McDonald just won back-to-back points on Hagberg's serve. And McDonald now has a chance on his serve to force another golden point.
And again.
It's been working for him. He's won every point that he's gone to the deep serve. Will he do it again at 10-9? Or more accurately, 9-10. The other side of the table short. And Hagberg takes game two. It feels fitting that it's a game apiece. McDonald takes the opening game by 1. Hagberg takes the second game by 2. Which player can find their top form as we head toward game 3? Jay Hagberg, the 29-year-old from Stockholm, Sweden, going against his countryman, the 22-year-old Jonathan McDonald, currently a college student at Texas Wesleyan in the Lone Star State. 1 game apiece. Game 3.
So solid. McDonald driving forward with every one of those forehand attacks, putting the pressure wide out to Hagberg's forehand.
Hagberg there. He was winding up, ready to unload one.
McDonald looking so much more confident in this game. Okay, so this is amazing. Hagberg served the ball, high toss, it hit him in the lip on the way down. Self called the point against him. Just amazing sportsmanship.
And McDonald clearly hit the return long, and he'll take it. That's a
2-point swing. Now
he probably could have gotten away with it.
Yeah, but the table tennis karma gods are going to just nail you at the golden point, so you got to point it out.
Do you think we're headed for another golden point?
The way these guys are playing. It's these 2 points here that if McDonald can either split or take both of them, that would be the separation to where they'd have to change tactics a little bit, maybe go for some more broke.
Perhaps inspired by the bizarre rendition of Old MacDonald Had a Farm, raining from the crowd, Jonathan has E-I-E-I-O'd his way to a 5-2 lead.
And McDonald takes both of them off of Hagberg's serve.
Lead now for McDonald.
McDonald just keeping the pressure on, 0 unforced errors. And Hagberg going for the high toss serve. A must-win point for Hagberg. Cannot afford to go down 9-3. Delivered with the tomahawk. Just juiced up the side spin, top spin. McDonald did not go for it and just sent it long with a push. Again, Hagberg having a lot of difficulty with that short ball out to the forehand.
The deep serve has been working for Jonathan all match long.
That ball popped up. McDonald went for the inside out forehand. Not much angle to work with.
Hagberg with 2 quick points on his serve. So now game point for McDonald on his paddle. It's over. What a battle between the 2 Swedish stars. McDonald takes 2 out of 3 from Hagberg. Portland Paddlers have a 4-2 lead over the Seattle Spinners. Jonathan McDonald just got a 2-1 win over his countryman, Johan Hagberg. Jonathan, you started with the deep serve and then you kept going back to it. What made that such a successful weapon for you tonight?
I think he's a forehand player, so pinning him short to his backhand or long to his forehand kind of a big distance to cover for him, so I think that helped me a lot.
It also seemed, Jonathan, like your forehand was really blazing tonight. It was just moving forward. Was that something that you spoke to with Coach Christian Lilleros before the match, was to be more aggressive on the forehand and not rely so much on the backhand?
It's definitely something we have been practicing the whole week. But I kind of felt he gave me balls, so it wasn't so easy to go in and play backhand. I kind of had to step in with forehand, so it happened naturally. But luckily, we practiced it this week.
Jonathan, what's it like playing in front of this crowd?
Fun. Of course, more fun when you're winning, but a little bit tense, but really fun, yeah.
And how satisfying is it to get a win over your fellow Swede, Johan Hagberg?
It felt good. It's good, yeah.
Have you guys had a lot of battles together through the years?
We have practiced a lot, but we never played in match. But yeah, we kind of know each other good, so it was a good match to win.
Yes,
but I was a little bit lucky today, so yeah.
Well, better to be lucky than good, they say. You got the bragging rights right now. Strong start for you and your team. Go get some rest. We'll see you in the Golden Game.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jonathan McDonald, with the victory in singles. And now we head into the doubles portion of the evening, Sean. Collet and Rachel Sung against Omatayo and Diaz. And in previous matchups between Portland and Seattle, Omatayo and Diaz, when they've played together, they've gone 5-1 now. They went 2-1 against Collet and Rachel Sung. They went 3-0 against Collet and Kayla Goodwin, who is filling in as a free agent signee. What is it about Omatayo and Diaz, you think, that has been such a formidable pair?
It's really their styles match up so well. The backhand of Diaz, she plays with a pimpled out surface, so she can really take the pace off the ball or crack it hard. And then you've got Omatayo, who has tremendous footwork, so he can play a forehand. In doubles, you have more time between shots. He can play a forehand at any time, and he's willing to go for it. We've seen him hit some winners in golden points, and they just have good communication. They just really work well as a team, but I've got to say that the Collet-Rachel Sung combo, righty-lefty, Rachel is a tremendous doubles partner, both in women's doubles and in mixed. I got to give the slight advantage to Portland.
And the Paddlers also, of course, have this electric crowd behind them, too.
And there's
Matayo,
the forehand of Matayo.
He's 1 for 2 in the big swing so far. Swing and a miss, and he did not miss that last one.
So in this game combo of mixed doubles, the male advantage is for Seattle, with Omatayo hitting to Rachel Sung. Collet really needs to make sure that he gets his attack going to thwart Omatayo's first big forehand shot into his partner.
A 4-2 lead for the Paddlers duo of Lei and Sung. 4-2 lead in the team tally as well. Advantage Portland.
And if Portland can win this first game, look for them to really be aggressive in game 2.
The elephant in the room right now, Sean, is the fact that it has been a very long time since the Portland Paddlers tasted team victory. Got to go all the way back to October 27th when Portland smashed Texas pun intended.
And
that was a 17-4 win. They've lost 10 consecutive team matches since then. Lost the final 2 in Texas, went 0-3 in Pleasanton, went 0-4 in Rock Hill, and then lost yesterday in a interesting match, but ultimately the Paddlers falling short against the Smash.
Cole had mentioned Omatayo's ability to banana flip. He's using his backhand to dip the top of the racket down and pick it up. Rachel not going for any safe type of shot, just counterattacking, just trying to take this backhand for a winner, reaching out for it. Seattle coming back. Look for a deep serve.
Let's set up the attack, but Diaz caught the tape. Point Portland.
And what a change in momentum.
Back-to-back net balls off Diaz's paddle.
Again, Diaz with those pips just really sent over a knuckleball. You saw Cole going on the ground like Hagberg, trying to pick that ball up. Seattle within 2. This is where the Seattle duo is so dangerous. Diaz often likes to throw in the deep serve herself.
Spinners have fought their way back into this opening game of the doubles match. We're tied 9-all.
Cole walking around the court.
How aggressive do you want Cole to be on the serve here?
He needs to just keep it low, knowing that Omatayo will want to backhand flip it.
Oh my. At 9-all, the net cord winner for Fabi Diaz. And the Spinners all of a sudden have a game point.
Look for Omatayo to be aggressive.
They went for it.
We've seen him make those. High risk, high reward, and we are back to a golden point.
Omatayo will serve. And Diaz sent it wide. Portland prevails in game 1. Paddlers are finding a way to win the close games tonight, trying to change the momentum of their entire season in front of this hometown crowd. 11-10 for Lei and Sung. Portland Paddlers have won both golden points that we've seen so far in this match. McDonald took game 1 from Hagberg 11-10, and now the Paddlers doubles duo delivering at 10-all again.
Rachel's going to need to make some of her attacks. Cole's going to set her up.
That's doubles. And this crowd is loving it.
Both Cole and Mateo going down for their forehand loops.
That was the rare doubles point where it kind of felt like both teams were off balance.
Right. Well, they're fighting to get that forehand, and there's so much spin, it's just pulling itself down. Oh, Diaz with a great drop shot just outside the reach of Rachel Sung. Oh, Diaz having no difficulty with Cole's trademark reverse pendulum serve.
They'll go to the towels at 4-2 after that Omatayo miss. And Seattle off to a splendid start here in game 2. Of course, Portland did not have Cole at the interdivisional weekend in Rock Hill, and my, did they miss him.
Yeah, the match with the Carolina Gold Rush was brutal.
Most lopsided score in MLTT history, 20-1. Paddlers started the season strong. They were 3-1 through their first 14 matches, sitting in first place. That included a incredible Holden game comeback. They were the first team in MLTT history to erase a 5-0 deficit at the start of a Golden game and win when they beat Seattle 11-10. Kristen Lilyrose was dancing for the camera, and it was all smiles for the Paddlers, but then due to a variety of variables and circumstances, Portland has just not been able to find the winning formula since early October. 10 consecutive losses, but a strong start today, a 5-2 lead in the team tally, and a heck of a response. 3 of the last 4 points to tie this thing up 5 apiece.
That combination by the spinners, Omatayo is able to make the strong forehand, and then quickly Diaz takes it off the bounce. It's the change of spin. Diaz's ball is very dead. Omatayo is very spinny, and that's exactly what Rachel Sung must do. She has to get some offense to land. She's just playing keep it on the table. Both Diaz and Omatayo can finish that ball.
Rachel went for it.
She went for it. It's the right shot. I think that's what Cole's telling her in between these last 2 points. Just go for the backhand. But another net.
Spinners back up by 2. Diaz with a couple of serves here. Omatayo, big swing, overcooked it.
Yeah, exactly. Rachel did what Cole had ordered. Omatayo had a chance.
Really big point here. Deep serve. And Omatayo goes into the net.
Stepped in, thinking the ball was going to be shorter. A little bit high, but deeper.
You like that serve from Diaz?
Yeah, I mean, she's handcuffing Sung. Sung's not backing up and doing anything with it.
Right.
But Omotayo has to wait. He can't be stepping in before the ball has bounced.
What a shot. Impossible angle.
I mean,
Collet was sent staggering toward the floor.
And talk about banana flip. Just comes in there. And Collet giving some of that banana spin peel back to Diaz.
It's like a game of Mario Kart here, all these banana peels. Let's go Paddlers, the chant from this raucous crowd. Just missed the side.
Omotayo was stepping around. I'm not sure which angle he would have gone with. Sung trying to jam him into the backhand. And Collet saying, eek.
Game point for the Spinners. Oh, how about Sung going on the attack? Omotayo able to get a paddle on it, but could not connect with the table. And for the second consecutive game, it is Collet has to serve on golden point here in game 2. What a point, Seattle takes it. And game 3 is gonna be mighty interesting. Back-to-back 11-10 results. 1 to Portland. This most recent one to Omotayo and Diaz for the Seattle Spinners. Game 3 up next.
One thing you might not realize, again, with competitive players, I'm sure you do, but in doubles, you'll see players communicate with their hands under the table. They're having a discussion, like baseball times, catchers offering times. They're signaling when a short serve, a long serve, top spin, side spin, a variety of things will be communicated. And sometimes the working away from the first ball of the match, not the person serving, will suggest what they want. And if you want, on the receiving side, it's often the same. The receiver will signal, I'm landing a foot, I'm landing a back.
Well, this is really interesting, Sean. I mean, these two doubles teams, I think both, it's fair to say, have developed good chemistry with one another. A lot of experience for Omotayo and Diaz playing as a pair. Same for Lei and Sung. And after back-to-back golden points, one going each way, game 3 will decide it.
Oh, what a perfect backhand by Rachel Sung. That's the power of Collet's forehand.
Sean, how would you compare this crowd to the biggest crowd in Pleasanton in November, the Bay?
I'm going to say I think this one is feeling the pain and the adulation a little bit more. Maybe the sizes were similar.
Slightly more partisan paddler's spirit here.
When you're singing Old MacDonald, Old MacDonald had a farm.
Omotayo going to his side. Sprawling in the backcourt. Look at this. Goodness.
Yeah, this should be on paper advantage Spinners just because of that type of sequence, male to female. Of course, Collet has a chance to get the ball by Omotayo. But Rachel's going to have to set him up. And look at that, right into the body. Well placed. Teams will change sides and switch receivers once a team gets to 5. Oh, and Diaz with the snappy backhand.
That's her shot. They'll switch after this point. Seattle will take a 1-point lead as they switch sides and change the order. Lapchick and Knight in the on-deck circle.
That is going to be so exciting. Expect long rallies anytime Tyrese Knight is in action. Cole didn't do anything with that ball. Sung did a much better job returning the deep topspin serve. Seemed like Cole didn't have the right timing. Those are just some huge shots by the spinners. Diaz up at the table. Omatayo from the backcourt.
Portland needed that in a really big way.
Those are the type of points that can really break out, force tactical changes when you're down by 4 or 5 to have to take bigger risks. And that's the setup. Cole giving Rachel the green light to go for the backhand, out to the forehand side. Diaz with great footwork to get over to the wide forehand. Diaz is playing big right now when it matters most.
Six lead now for Omatayo and Diaz. They can taste the finish line.
Sung played a great shot. Omatayo just returned it with a better angle.
Too good. Omatayo sets up game point for the spinners.
Here comes the deep serve.
Sung able to fight it off.
One more. They'll play a lot safer on this one.
10 serving 7. And it's over. Omatayo and Diaz win the golden point in game 2 and then close out game 3 11-7 to win that doubles match over the hometown Paddlers, and things get a little tighter here in Portland. Paddlers were up 5-2 on the team tally, and all of a sudden it's back to a 1-point game as we head back toward the singles matches leading up to the golden game. So Seattle gets 2 points out of the doubles. Fabiola Diaz joins us. That was intense. What was it like playing in front of this crowd when they're rooting for the Paddlers, and you spoiled the party a little bit, Fabi?
It was a little bit overwhelming, not gonna lie. I get nervous sometimes a lot around of a lot of people, so yeah, but it was fun.
No, Fabi, I couldn't, talking to Evan, the amount of great shots that you made, playing your backhand so strong and then getting that wide forehand. How good are you feeling about your play right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think I did what I had to do and it worked out, so yeah.
Can you speak to how you and Olajide have grown as a doubles team, playing together, learning together, and developing some pretty good chemistry over these past months?
He's actually, I don't know if I can say this, but I think he's the best doubles partner that I've had. We've grown together so much, and yeah, I'm happy to play with him.
Why is it so much fun to play with him?
Because he doesn't make me feel nervous. He's always cheering on me, and yeah.
What will you do between now and the start of the Golden Game to feel ready for the Golden Game?
I will not think about it so much.
What were you thinking yesterday when the score was 20-19 and you were 1 point away from retaking the table?
I was trying not to faint, and that's all I could think about.
Well, Olajide saved you there as well by closing it out strong. You got the win yesterday. Congrats on 2 points today. We'll see you in the Golden Game, Fabiola Diaz. Thanks so much. I appreciate the honesty.
Just a great interview, and she played tremendously. As she said, she did what she had to do, and this is going to be a very interesting match with Tyrese Knight, who plays a combination style, call it a modern defender, where on the forehand, he's got a lot of topspin. On the backhand, he's got a longer type of pimpled surface than Diaz did, which will allow him to chop the ball, play a little defense. His opponent, Lapchek, very quick and snappy strokes on both the forehand and backhand. Not too big of a backswing, but you can just see him just snap that right over. He played quite well in Rock Hill. He got a number of victories there. Right now, paddlers would like to get their mojo back going. Hopefully Tyrese Knight can ignite this crowd.
Lapchik got a win over Carolina's Bastien Dupont. Interdivisional weekend. Tyrese Knight, though, got a 2-1 win over Daryl Sao last night. And that might have been the most entertaining match of the 10 matches we saw on Friday. Just the rallies that Tyrese and Daryl had going back and forth.
I'm very interested to seeing how Lapchek does on that third ball attack.
Lapchik, Sean, also beat Tim Wong of Chicago in Seattle's match with the wind at the Interdivisional Showcase in Rock Hill.
I really think that just looking at both styles, that Knight's not going to have that much of a problem getting his forehand in. The question is, will he overplay it, or will he take it down a tier so he's not going such high risk?
Well, these two players did square off head-to-head in Pleasanton in front of that great crowd in the East Bay, and Tyrese won the 3 games. 3-0, 11-10, 11-8, 11-5 in the same third single spot that they're in right now. If Tyrese could claim all 3 points again, he would clinch the lead heading into the Golden Game and take a lot of pressure off Ji-Wei Shaw, who's getting ready to play Olajide Omatayo in the final singles match after this one. Fans are eating it up.
And I think this is exactly the environment that Tyrese plays his best.
Oh, around the net post. Lapchick just pulled a rabbit out of his paddle.
Holy cow, Tyrese put a heavy side spin hook. And Lapchick just said, I'll take that one and I'll raise you one around the net.
That was different.
Oh, Lapchick with a nice redirect out to the forehand. Tyrese needs to decide whether he's going to go all offense or mix it up with the chops and then look for the weaker ball.
What a display of defense from Tyrese Knight.
Somehow he was able to pick these balls up off the ground.
That was a huge point, obviously. Surviving to maintain the 2-point lead, otherwise we'd be tied.
And there's the long pips. When you give it a lot of spin, you're never sure whether it's going to kick out, sit up, or die on you. See Lapchick going to the backhand side. He wants to be able to see what's coming back.
You don't often see a guy charge back to the table the way Tyrese did, but Lapchick able to handle the change of pace. He's back within 2.
I mean, Tyrese is sprinting to every single ball here. Oh, forced the loop.
1-point game.
I think both players are going to be happy we are playing golden points. This were to go deep on the deuce.
I'm here for it, John. I'm in no rush to see this end. Game points for the paddlers at 10-8. And Tyrese Knight flummoxes his foe with the backspin chop to take game 1. Spinners with a little momentum coming out of the doubles, but Tyrese Knight, Barbados' table tennis king, delivers the goods in game 1 in the third singles match. Tyrese Knight confidently striding back to the table after his Game 1 win over Andre Lapchik. And the 24-year-old from the Czech Republic looking to bounce back. These two players, Sean, were born 6 days apart in 1999. Andre is 6 days older. They'll both turn 25 in February. What advice would you give to Andre about what he can do here against Tyrese?
I think if he were to serve a little bit, and these serves both work, but I was going to say a little longer, force Tyrese to actually chop that first ball back instead of getting his forehand looping. As a chopper, Tyrese on the backhand side will just keep it in play. He won't take any risks. Forehand, he'll go for a lot more spin.
Oh my goodness! First time in MLTT history we had dueling snakes with the Snake Man himself sitting in the front row. Somehow Tyrese Knight finds a way to stay in points he has no business winning.
Just great touch by Knight. Able to run it down. Apologize for the slight brushing of the net on the follow-up return. Oh, and Lapchik with very strong topspin there.
It's like Tyrese is doing a salsa dance out there. He's stepping in, he's stepping back, he's stepping to the side. He's got the rhythm, he's got the music.
He's got to
Who
take
could
his,
ask for anything more?
Right, he's got to take his time when he's chopping. He can't go at it too fast because he needs to have the ball going on its descent. But those, I'm not going to call it a cheap point. When you get a 3-1 right off the serve, that gives the choppers so much confidence because they don't have to work so hard to win the point. And there's that powerful forehand hook.
Tyrese moved the table a fraction of an inch. Watch this. The game forehand.
Well, I think he caught the under curtain skirting. As long as the table doesn't move.
Right. Just my imagination, perhaps.
And there's a counter drop shot by Lapchik, showing that he can take some pace off the ball also. Knight barely returned that one, missed it.
Lapchik would not be denied.
That started with a great deep serve, and then Lapchik just stayed on the offense. Tyrese threw everything at him except for the kitchen sink there, and Lapchik, great forehand.
He's saving the kitchen sink for game 3. 5-all.
And that's a big fight for Tyrese, getting that forehand established. So difficult playing a defensive player who likes to play that first ball with heavy topspin. And Lapchik able to deal with the change of spin.
Six points apiece here in game 2. A match between these two 24-year-olds generating oohs and ahs that rise and fall like a roller coaster. Lapchik again perseveres and prevails on a marathon point.
Just great play by the spinner, Lapchik. Again, moving his opponent in and out, but finishing with a strong forehand.
7-6 to the spinners. Quick point there. Strong return from Tyrese.
We've got some rowdy fans here in Portland.
Who has the advantage on the longer rallies between these two players?
Tyrese does, because he can change the spin and also come in with that big forehand. And there's the heavy underspin. It's very difficult to take a full swing when you're not 100% sure of the spin, and Tyrese is doing a great job mixing it up.
It's a huge point for Lapchik, and we're tied 8 points apiece.
Got a couple of 8s on the scoreboard. Lapchik very patient, taking his time.
Timeout Portland with Tyrese trailing by 1. Let's listen in to Christian Lilly-Rose.
So the thing is that now you're playing too passive, way too passive. So the thing is, especially in the serve returns, right? You have to do things. Like he can't long serve. You have opportunities to play forehand. You don't have to do backhand and everything. You're thinking backhand passive and serve return. You have to do backhand aggressive or forehand, right? And serves like top.
This weekend, I've heard that the VIP section for tomorrow completely sold out. I want to see everyone here tomorrow.
When you told yourself you're playing too much as forehand.
For you to support your home team.
Right.
And not just that, who knows when they'll be back playing here in Portland.
Right.
And they're
all right, you can do this. Let's go.
They fight and they make it to the top 2.
Do you agree with Christian's assertion that Tyrese is playing too passive?
Absolutely. I thought those suggestions were on point, and Jonathan McDonald giving him some additional advice. Tyrese was very open and receptive. He knows he's in a tough situation and that every single game matters. He would love to keep this sweep alive, give teammate Ji-Wei Sha some breathing space going into the final singles match. He added a little bit of side spin to the serve return, but it floated up. And Lapchik continues to stay focused and just work his forehand into the point. That's a big point there for Knight.
Stays alive in game 2.
Would not be surprised if he continues to go for that. Whoa, that serve almost did not make it over.
Trying to make Lapchik serve it out. Incredible get to stay alive, Tyrese Knight.
This last ball, I don't know how Knight was able to take it down the line if he caught a little bit of the edge of his paddle. But we are back.
Yes, indeed. Golden point. Lapchik to serve. And he missed it. Tyrese takes game 2 by 1. fans in Portland are living the dream. Well, Christian Lily Rose and the Portland Paddlers find themselves in front 7-4 on the team tally. One more game still coming up here between Lapchick and Knight. Tyrese scoring the final 3 points in that game to steal it. And it really felt like he stole it, Sean.
Yeah, that was Grand Theft Auto. And Tyrese, I'm going to say, the person I'm going to give credit on that last point.
Grand Theft Ping Pong.
Exactly. Christian Lilleroos, by saying do something different on the serve return. He added a little extra spice with that backhand side spin chop, delivered the point. This would give Portland going into the final singles match. Oh, look at that shot by Tyrese. The long pips down the line. Big points for the spinners to keep Tyrese from going on a run. And Lapchick gets the job done. Serve, gets the spin in. Tyrese not quite sure where Lapchick was going with that shot.
Lapchick hangs tough. It's got to be tough, though, when you're trying to send him deep, you're playing him short, and the ball just keeps coming back.
Yeah, that's very difficult to keep your forehand into play. Lapchick doing a nice job of drop shotting. Oh, Lapchick tried that side spin push. Tyrese was not having any issue at all. Going out to his forehand, that's where Tyrese would love to see the ball.
A reminder that teams leading entering the Golden Game are 46-15 this season in terms of winning the Golden Game. So the Paddlers could clinch the lead heading into the Golden Game right here if Knight can finish off the sweep and make it 8-4. Oh my.
That ball had so much of Lapchick's spin off of Tyrese's long pips. It's like lifting a 75-pound weight right after you've lifted a 25-pound. It just gets heavier and heavier each time.
Tough to time it, tough to angle it.
And it's your own spin, but the opponent doesn't do much work. So you see Lapchick going for the quick drop shot. Again, great patience. Lapchick working the point, realizing it might take an extra 4, 5, 6 shots to get Tyrese to either get jammed or played into his middle. Oh, Tyrese gets an edge ball back. How did he pick that one up? That is pro level.
I think the crowd helped him.
Do not try that at home. He got under the ball as it was going directly to the floor and just lifted it up.
Players switch sides at 5-4. Ajudeo Matayo and Jiwei Shah taking the table next. 5-all now. As much fun as it is to watch Tyrese play, Andre has stayed with him point for point. He has not gone away. Trying to salvage 1 point out of this for the Spinners. Now he's got a lead.
Tyrese looks unsure of himself right now, whether he should be forcing the attack or staying on the defense. Lapchek's doing a very commendable job. Just taking his time. Oh, and Tyrese forces a big break there.
Like the players changed roles that point.
Lapchek going on the D. Tyrese pinning him to the backcourt. And Tyrese now with the lead. And that was a big opening loop by Knight. Lapchek had it to block for a winner, but again, caught the top of the net.
Tyrese Knight continues to pummel away, and he's 2 points now away from sweeping this match.
What a nice forehand hooking loop for the winner.
Too good.
Tyrese, no question, he's going for the forehands right now. What a comeback here in game 3.
Game points. Not over yet.
Tyrese has to be careful. You don't want to rush a string of points.
Another opportunity on his serve. Lapchek with a deep return that caught Tyrese off guard just a little bit. And now the serve goes back to Seattle, an opportunity to tighten this even further with his back up against the wall.
Will Knight remember what Coach Lilleroux said to add some extra spice to these returns? Try not to make it so predictable.
Not over yet.
Both players just upping their game. Lapchek playing great counterattacks from the backcourt, keeping the forehand going.
I think moments like this are exactly what Flint Lane had in mind when he created Major League Table Tennis. Packed house, 10-9. Pacific Northwest rivalry, bragging rights at stake. Lapchek serves. And we got a golden point again. This is the 5th golden point in the 12 games we've seen in this match so far between Seattle and Portland. Tyrese had the game on his paddle at 10-6. And he closes it out with a massive forehand winner. Tyrese triumphs. Incredible. Talk about going for the goods. What a moment for the Portland Paddlers here at home. Ji-Wei Shaw is coming up next, and he is the true fan favorite, the hometown kid. He's lived in Portland for basically the past decade, playing, coaching, leading this table tennis community. And he will head to the table to battle Olajide Omatayo. But first, let's talk with Tyrese Knight, who just put on an absolute show. Tyrese, congratulations on the 3-0 sweep.
Thank you.
Catch your breath and just tell me what it felt like to be a part of that match.
Yeah, it was fun. Andre played pretty good. Just I was losing a lot of focus when I was up a lot, and he always keep fighting. So kudos to him.
You know, Tyrese, it looked like in that third game, second half, you really upped it with nice comeback, and then you had to keep your focus at the very end. How difficult was it to tell yourself that you were going to go for the final big shot?
Yeah, it's either go for it or go home. Yeah, so it's good that I was able to win 2 golden points. So.
How did the energy of this crowd impact you and your mentality during that match?
Yeah, the energy of the crowd was great. I love Portland. Happy to be playing for Portland Paddlers, and I hope we continue and we can have more crowds like this.
And with that point, it gave your team the lead heading into the Golden Game, regardless of what happens here. It's been a long time since the Portland Paddlers have tasted victory. What's the key to closing this thing out tonight?
Yeah, I hope we can close it today. We're leading by a big score right now. Hope Ji-Wei can continue, and maybe we see what happened in Golden Game now.
Lastly, Tyrese, have you gotten a sense of just exactly how big Ji-Wei's celebrity is here in Portland?
Yeah, everybody knows Ji-Wei. Ji-Wei cannot even walk outside by himself.
Well, same thing for Sean O'Neill. The paparazzi's been out of control. Tyrese, thanks for your time. Congratulations on an impressive performance. We'll see you in the Golden Game. And now it is time for this 4th singles match. Ji-Wei Shaw, maybe on paper an underdog from a ranking standpoint against Olajide Omatayo, but expect maybe to see if this crowd can lift Ji-Wei up the way it just did for Tyrese Knight as he won back-to-back golden points against Andre Lapchik. Omatayo will serve first. Ji-Wei's first opportunity to play this weekend. He was inactive yesterday. He was under the weather earlier in the week, but looks to be feeling better now.
You know, early on in the season when we saw him play Swell against Tao Wen-Jung, it was that short drop shot that was working so effectively. It appears that that's what he's going to be going for. That ball almost caught it. That's one way to stop Omatayo's forehand. Just drop it short and fight for the next attack.
Omatayo already spoiled a bit of the party in doubles. I mean, 2 of the 4 points for the spinner so far are courtesy of Omatayo and Diaz in the doubles.
And again, Ji-Wei is setting these forehands up by neutralizing the serve with the drop shot. Just plays a control opening, and then finishing it off with a well-placed angle. Both players deciding they're only going to use their forehand from the backcourt and just running all over the place. Oh, there's a backhand.
Both players very comfortable moving away from the table, expanding the studio space. Only thing this night is missing is a little cowbell.
And There's that banana flip that we've seen in the doubles from Omotaya. Just spins it up with his wrist. A lot of side spin on the ball. Ji-Wei's got to be careful. He's playing off the table. He can't get too far because that ball drops so fast. Tough to drive the ball as it's nearing your ankles. Oh, needed to play that ball more down the line. Omotaya was ready on the forehand side. Oh, what a great serve, surprise down the line. Presence of mind. Changed the direction and the depth.
He didn't put too much power on it. He didn't have to. Just the location alone caught Omotaya off guard.
And Ji-Wei's backhand is rock solid.
6-all, game 1. Omotaya versus Shah.
Great play. Omotaya sticking on the forehand. Ji-Wei attempting not one, but 2 big backhands from the back court. Again, it just caught the top of the net.
Sean, we should mention when these two players met in November, 1 point was the difference. Omotaya winning 11-10 in game 3 to take 2 out of 3, which was a huge factor. That was in the 4th singles spot. It decided who had the lead going into the Golden Game. Seattle had the 8-7 lead going into the Golden Game, and they won the Golden Game to win that match 14-7. Part of the Paddlers' 10-match losing streak that's still current. Portland hopes to snap it tonight. Meanwhile, we're talking so much about Ji-Wei's perspective, but Olajide Omotaya certainly was not rattled by the crowd during the doubles, and he's 2 points away from taking game 1. Ji-Wei comes back from the dead that point and somehow takes it.
Again, just saying, I am going to play a forehand no matter where you place the ball, and just runs around, gets one more. I don't know how his elbow stayed in its socket. Just lifted it above his head as he spun the ball up.
And it's tied 9 apiece.
So he caught the ball off the edge of his paddle, but it doesn't matter because it's a winner.
The serve back to Shah. Trying to come from behind and steal game 1. And the first game point belongs to Portland.
Ji-Wei could guarantee at least a 3-point start in the Golden Game if he can just take this or the next point.
Game point for the Paddlers. And we've got another 10-10 game. As if the table tennis gods demanded another golden point. This is 5 of the last 7 games have been 10-all. And Ji-Wei wins it, 11-10. Can you believe it? I'm telling you, Sean, somehow, some way, the crowd is willing the Paddlers to one tight, narrow victory after another. And my, this team ready to celebrate. There's been plenty to cheer for here at the Expo Center tonight. The MLTT 2024 schedule continues 2 weeks from now in Winter Haven, Florida. Get your tickets at mltt.com/tickets. And if you're enjoying the action in Portland, you're in the Pacific Northwest, we'll be up in Everett, Washington, just outside of Seattle, 4 weeks from now. Game 2 underway between Shaw and Omotaya, and a fortuitous edge ball. Shaw apologetic, but the fans not so much. They'll enjoy it and take the point. What stands out most to you about this battle right now between Omotaya and Shaw?
I mean, Ji-Wei is just playing on pure emotion and adrenaline. Omotaya is just trying to set up his forehand. And Ji-Wei treating every point like it is a golden point.
Yeah, you're right. A huge roar there. He's going to lose his voice by the end of the night. Wow.
It almost hit the GoPro on the side of the net.
And it could have theoretically hit the GoPro and then hit the edge. That would be a legal shot.
Yep. It's considered part of the net support. And Ji-Wei's just right now winning the battle of the tactics. He's getting his first loop in. We're not seeing Omotaya's strong forehand like we've seen. Often playing balls below the top of the net. Look at that quality short serve. Ji-Wei is really dialed in on the short game. Again, great drop shot. That ball's not coming off the edge of the table very deep.
Timeout Seattle. Omotaya's fallen behind 5-2. Let's listen in with Luba Sadovska.
Trying too hard, yeah. You have to change something.
Maybe what you feel, whatever you feel, but the thing is the guy moving so early already on forehand like this. He's already here.
So what do you suggest?
You have to be more active.
You can make long. If you make long, he will not make so low. He will give it a little bit higher, but you have to go. What you did in the beginning was very good. You put him in the backhand stuck a little bit, and you send him wide.
Yeah, backhand, and then wide forehand. Yeah.
But you have to expect the ball to keep coming back over again.
You have to play your game. He's playing his game on you, okay? You have to be more active. Yeah.
Also, right now, after he serves, he's waiting only for that one. You can open, no problem. You can play open game. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Positive now. Let's go.
Coach Luba and player coach Nikhil imparting their wisdom on Olajide. And like what they said, he's playing his game, you have to play your game.
Exactly. And as Omotaya came back, there almost feel like he had no answer of what was going on. He's going to a backhand serve. And Ji-Wei's not having much difficulty blocking Omotaya's first loop. Just controlling the ball, keeping it low. Those are not easy points to win like that, but forehand to forehand, it's definitely going to favor Omotaya.
I think it was Nikhil that said to Olajide, you have to expect the ball to keep coming back. Wow! G-Way jumps for joy here in Portland.
I mean, the fight to get to that net ball.
Can you believe that?
I want some of what he's taken. Oh, he had an opportunity. He knew that. He snuck around the backhand to deal with the deep serve.
Inspired by the mascot for the Hillsborough Hops.
And that's going to be a tough situation for G-Way. His first loop has a ton of spin, but in the backcourt, he needs to put a lot more power behind it.
I'll just say, Sean, it is so much fun to be here with this crowd, with this atmosphere. These Portland fans deserve incredible thanks and gratitude for creating this environment.
Well, they love their table tennis, and they love G-Way, so.
And you've known G-Way for a very long time, right? When did you first meet G-Way?
Right when he moved out here. I got out to Portland
2015?
about 17 years ago, so.
He came to the U.S. in 2011.
So I was already out here, but right now, this is all G-Way Shah as he's looking to potentially give Portland a chance to start the Golden Game with max points, which is what he said was the toughest thing to deal with in Rock Hill, going out for the Golden Game and always being down.
Good stuff from Omotaya. Can't forget how dangerous and explosive he is.
That's absolutely correct. G-Way, it appears he's doing all the heavy lifting here. But Omotaya, if you give him a loose ball, he will put it away. There's a pop-up. You can see the power on the backhand side.
If it gets to 9-8 with Omotaya ahead, do you think we get a... Well, I was asking if we get a timeout from Portland, but I'm not sure they have a timeout left. Don't think they do.
And Omotaya going for it on the serve. For G-Way, again, those are great points to win when he doesn't have to run around and cover the net balls. And he gets another one. 2 points directly off the serve. And now he has a chance. Definitely look for him to try to control these serves short. Was it Nikhil Kumar who said, don't be afraid to serve out, because he's expecting the short ball.
My goodness. Omotaya lays out, but there's nothing he can do. G-Way celebrates again here in Portland. 11-8 as he closes with 3 straight. And Portland will have a 5-point lead at the start of the Golden Game, despite the hustle from Omotaya.
Quick decisions. It's so brave, physical fitness.
how good has this match been? For the entire team match, 11 of the first 14 games have been decided by 3 points or less. Why is Portland ahead? They're 8-3 in those 11 games that have been decided by 3 or less. Portland has been better on the big point, Sean O'Neill. And now, for a team that hasn't won since October, Ji-Wei Sha has a chance to clinch the match victory here as he goes for the sweep against Olajide Omotaya.
I think right now, Omotaya is going to just start swinging. They're going to be down by 5. I don't expect him to take anything safe, just to go full force and see if he can blow Ji-Wei out in this third game.
That's ridiculous.
I'll second that. And he's just shaking his head thinking, why didn't I go for these bigger shots? While Ji-Wei was running all over the court.
Incredible rally. Omotaya outlasting Sha. And Olajide
Uh-oh, he's going to excite
the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to excite the giant of the crowd. Well, Evan, I just realized if Ji-Wei does come and win this game, Portland wins the overall match.
Yes. And they haven't won a match since October.
But they'd like to get some points along in the Golden game. But to be able to play without any pressure.
This is, you know, it's an interesting spot for Olajide because like most table tennis crowds are very respectful of both teams. But this is a new era. This is Major League table tennis, and with the hometown vibe, the Paddler fans getting behind their hometown team. They know Ji-Wei well. Olajide is like, where's the love for me? He's leaving everything out there too, and he has not played poorly by any means.
You saw the last point of game 2. It was a pure knockdown.
Didn't stay down though.
Ji-Wei was tired of playing a safe, spinny opening, and that time just pulled the trigger. But he is going to have to go for some big shots because right now trailing 7-2. Consistency isn't going to get it done. You can just see Omotaya saying to himself, should have been doing this all from the beginning.
Wow. Omotaya 2 points away from salvaging a point for the Spinners.
And then Ji-Wei tries to answer with some power of his own.
This is going to keep Seattle alive.
It's going to make the Golden game completely matter.
Well, here's what's at stake. As Ji-Wei applauds the crowd, he falls 11-2 in game 3. But still, that was a sight to behold. And now Portland needs a win in the Golden game to snap its long losing streak. And Seattle needs a win in the Golden game to potentially move into first place in the West Division. A massive Golden game opportunity straight ahead.
Now, I know sometimes when there's a big lead in sports, people get to their cars to beat the traffic. Here is why you cannot. Seattle Spinners are going to be down 0 points to 5 in a game to 21 points, which is the Golden game.
Ji-Wei Sha catching his breath. Will refresh himself for the Golden Game. Let's recap how he got here. Cole able to get 2 out of 3 over Nikhil Kumar, winning 11 of the last 13 points in Game 3 after he fell behind 3-zip. Battle of Swedes in second singles. McDonald out-dueled Hagberg in a very exciting display. Then the doubles, Omatayo and Diaz, they have developed a chemistry together. They took 2 out of 3 games over the team of Lei and Sung. And then that's when the show really started, Sean. Tyrese Knight. It was one heck of an act. Had the fans oohing and aahing and celebrating a 3-0 sweep. And then the hometown hero, Ji-Wei Sha, jumping for joy as he takes 2 out of 3 from Olajide Omatayo. 10-5, Portland leads. Here's the commish, Flint Lane.
Okay, we've got Portland Paddlers are leading the Seattle Spinners 10-5. You'll be starting with a 5-point lead. Seattle, since you're behind, you'll be making the first pick to play 3 points.
Johan Hagberg.
Johan Hagberg is your number 1.
Jonathan.
Jonathan McDonald is your number 1. Your number 2.
Curley.
Cole is your number 2.
Nikhil.
Nikhil Kumar is your 2 and your 3.
Fabiola.
Fabiola Diaz is your 3.
Rachel.
Rachel Sung, your 3. Your 4.
Ji-Wei.
Ji-Wei Sha is your 4.
Olajide.
Olajide is your 4. And your 5?
Andre Lapchek.
Andre Lapchek. And your 5? Tyrese Knight. Good luck, coaches.
So basically, the same matchups that we saw throughout regulation. Diaz and Sung play doubles against one another. They'll face off in a 4-point singles sequence. We have only seen 2 teams in MLTT history erase a 5-0 deficit to win a Golden Game. One of them was Portland coming back from a 5-0 deficit on Seattle in September. The other was Carolina doing it against Princeton in October. Hagberg and McDonald taking the table first.
Not easy after such a long break to come out and play these critical 3 points. And that's big for McDonald. He got 2 serves now.
Just mentally, these first few points are so huge, particularly for the team that's trailing. And he missed it! Hagberg with an unspeakable defensive effort to stay alive. Unbelievable. Even he didn't believe it. Remember that point when it looked like it was about to be 7-0. Another deep serve from McDonald, but Hagberg was ready for it. Remember that turning point, Sean O'Neill.
The 2 top dogs right now. Will Kumar put caution to the wind and go pure power? Or will Cole continue to show his forehand dominance?
And just like that, Seattle scored 3 straight. Cut a 6-point gap in half.
Kumar answered that question. No hesitation.
My goodness, can you believe this? 4 in a row for Seattle.
Portland needs to play some offense after that missed lob. It's been all Seattle.
That's 3 in a row for Kumar. 5 straight since Hagberg outlasted McDonald when he had 5 chances to put the point away.
Here's a chance for a golden sweep.
And Collet keeps the Paddlers in front, salvaging that last point of the 4-point sequence as the ladies come to the table with Rachel Sung and Fabiola Diaz, who has the edge here in the singles, Sean.
Head-to-head in level and ranking, it's Sung. But Diaz, she's been playing so big. That serve. See how aggressive Diaz is on the serve.
Rachel Sung extends the lead as Diaz almost stumbled to the ground. Diaz at the end of this point losing her balance. Did not go all the way down, kept her feet, but see how she responds, and my goodness, a swing and a miss on the serve. That hurts.
The pressure, going for it, the thinnest of margins.
Sung overheats that one.
And her serve, it looked like she was just happy to put that serve on.
After the disastrous start, Diaz could still salvage a 2-2 split. She can win this point, but it's into the net. Sung takes 3 out of 4.
Just a big sense of relief on Rachel Sung's face. And now,
Ji-Wei Shaw getting the crowd to its feet as he strolls back to the table.
will we see more of the last third game with Omataya just going for it, or will Ji-Wei be able to create some offense?
Yeah, Olashide won 11 of the 13 points in the last game. Ji-Wei somehow wins this point. I mean, it's not possible. Is it that caught the edge, I thought. It caught the edge. The crowd celebrating, but Olajide catching the very edge of the edge after the marathon rally. Ji-Wei saw it the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no disagreement with the players as to who earned that point.
Yeah.
Astonishing defense for Shaw to stay in that point as long as he did. Seattle back within 3. Olajide continues his rampage. That's now 13 of the last 15 points against Ji-Wei Shaw.
Just bringing the heat, much more confident.
Ji-Wei needs to get at least one here to keep the paddlers in front as he hands the baton over to the next duo. There it is.
And that's the type of margin that you want to keep. Do not want to let them tie it up. Ji-Wei gets the forehand in.
Ji-Wei catches an edge. They say it evens out, and that theory on display.
And look who we have now.
Tyrese Knight coming up next against Andre Lapchick.
Will Portland create some distance, or will Lapchick bring Seattle back to even? Evan, I think this is the biggest point right now.
Lapchick needs it on his serve.
Has to have it.
takes it again.
These are bonus round points right now for Portland. If Knight can do a golden sweep.
Certainly would make life really tough for Seattle. The two Swedes are back to the table after this next point, but it will be at least a 6-point lead for Portland. Tyrese looking for the sweep to extend the advantage to 8.
Went for the loop drive. The Swedes return.
Hagberg has had a flair for the moment. Can he come up with something huge here for Seattle? Figure he needs to take at least 3 of the 4.
That was a
good start.
great deep push. Jammed Hagberg. McDonald takes both points on the receive.
Seattle down 5-0 out of the gate. Rally to get back within 2. But now Portland firmly in control. McDonald has won 3 straight over his countrymen. And Christian Lily-Rose is ready to celebrate in front of these fans.
McDonald really outperformed both in singles and here in the Golden Game for Portland.
Every point counts. The Golden Game counts for 6. But it would feel like so much more than just one win for the Paddlers to snap their long losing streak in front of these incredible, passionate fans. Cole versus Nikhil Kumar. Nikhil needs at least 3 out of 4 to keep Seattle alive. 20-9. Remember when the score was 10-8? It's a 10-1 run since. And the Paddlers are on the brink. And it's over! The Portland Paddlers victorious tonight in front of these incredible fans at the Expo Center. What a moment for both the Portland Paddlers and all of Major League Table Tennis. This venue, these people, this environment, phenomenal. And the Paddlers prevent Seattle from surging into first place. And these 16 points tonight, Sean, could reinvigorate Portland as we head toward the home stretch of the regular season.
Well, they're going to want to send a message next month when they visit Seattle. Give Seattle a chance to get another taste of this Portland magic here at the Expo Center.
Well, Portland did not just win tonight. They roll by 11, 16-5. Christian Lily-Rose, congratulations. This got to feel like a long time coming for you.
Long time? How about amazingly long time? We have had a like 10-game streak of losses. I'm so missing you guys.
Throughout this season, Christian, playing in front of your hometown fans has been sometimes a blessing, but also a bit of a curse. We saw Texas struggle. We saw Chicago struggle. Florida did not play well a couple weeks ago down in the Sunshine State. But this crowd tonight created an atmosphere unlike anything we've seen so far in this league. How did this crowd lift the Paddlers tonight?
Now, the thing is that this crowd is beneficial for golden points on our end. I don't know how many times we play golden point. We lost one, I think, and we played maybe 5 that we won.
You went 5-1 on golden points.
5-1, right, exactly. Unbelievable. No, the crowd was out of this world. I also noticed that there's been home disadvantage many times. And I was worried about that. Are we going to be nervous because we're home, or what is it going to be? But this was clearly home advantage. I mean, the crowd was like unbelievable.
Didn't look like G-Way was nervous in front of these fans.
He wasn't nervous. He was excited. He was excited, for sure.
You know, Christian, I thought, of course, Tyrese Knight's 3-point sweep in the singles, but Jonathan McDonald, how big was he for the team tonight?
Yeah, he was. He was. The thing is, it was an interesting thing is that, like, he played another sweep, you know, and they're all from the same club, and the same club that I'm from, too. It's kind of interesting. We have 3 from the same club playing each other, kind of, right? So the thing with Johan Hagberg, he's all about serve. And the interesting with McDonald's, he's all about serve return. So it was like serve against serve return, and the serve return won today.
Well, today was the day for the teams that were currently in 3rd and 4th place in the West Division. Texas over the Bay Area Blasters, and you guys take it over Seattle. How do you build on this going forward with 7 more matches remaining in the regular season?
Yeah, this was a boost. I mean, we were lucky that Seattle took out Serene, the number 1 player. We were lucky. But we kind of countered that because we looked pretty bad on paper, right? So I would have done it too if I was Seattle's place. But we were turning it around, so we were lucky to have their best player on against us. So we're definitely building on it, and it's going to be an interesting race. I mean, the interesting with the West Division and East Division is that the East Division is like clear. Carolina Gold Rush is a clear number 1. Here, nobody's number 1. Nobody's number 2. I mean, it's going to be I don't know what's going to be, like a whatever you call it, a dog race or something.
Dog fight.
Dog fight, yeah. For who's going to come first and second. It's clearly, this division is so open. And we finally got a win in, so we were so far behind. And Seattle beat Bay Area. So yesterday we had all results going against. Of course, we lost, and then Bay Area lost. So they were number 1, so we're hoping that they're going to kind of go away. But they didn't. So now we're in a dogfight. Everybody has a chance to get any position.
You're going to have to deal with a frustrated Bay Area team that's gone 0-2 the first couple of days tomorrow. But I feel like your team is up for it, especially if the crowd turns out again like this tonight.
Yes, of course. And I think it's also obvious that you know, yesterday G-Way didn't play, right? In the cross division, Curly didn't play. So G-Way and Curly's are 2 main players. If they show up, we can beat anybody. If one of them is missing, we're in trouble. So we're very dependent on them, unfortunately. But we had them both today, and that carried us. And G-Way is definitely a home crowd favorite. Everybody loves him, including me.
Before we let you go, Christian, do you have a little dance for us, a victory dance?
Of course. Isn't that what I'm all about? Like, I'm winning, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do for dancing this time.
Congratulations, Christian. Maybe you'll get to dance again tomorrow.
I certainly hope so.
Thank you for the time. Congrats on a remarkable night here in Portland, Oregon.
And it's so nice to talk to you guys. I love it.
Well, it's fun to talk to us off camera and without the headset on too, hopefully. But
yes,
after the game, it means you won. So that's
the whole
feeling.
point. That's the whole point.
Well done. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Christian Lily Rose, the head coach that has taught this sport all over the world. He's traveled to 73 different countries. He's brought expertise to 19 different national teams. Here's the updated standings, Sean. And look, as we're seeing some lopsided results with Texas on the rise, Portland rising after scoring 16 out of the 21 possible points tonight. And I know it's a long road back, but they're certainly far from out of the chase as we head toward February and March. And we can't finish the evening without a conversation with Ji-Wei Hsia, the man of the hour here in the city of Portland. Ji-Wei, congratulations. What did it feel like to play in front of these fans?
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the congratulations. We need a win. Right now we really need a win. And thanks this guys coming, cheering for us. I didn't picture like this, you know. Now I feel like this is an NBA court, you know, live stream, people screaming crazy. It's amazing. Love these guys. I fucking love them. Love them.
How did this crowd lift you up in big moments tonight? Because it felt like not just for you, but for Tyrese and for Jonathan and really for your whole team, the crowd gave you that extra point in the game that in so many games that were so close.
I think that's a teamwork. Everybody in my team, we know we need a one win in the front to our fans in our home court, and then this is it tonight. This is tonight, and then we got it. Everybody get on court, try hard they can, try their best. I think we play so good. I don't know, man. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm talking about right now.
So, Ji-Wei, how are you going to maybe come down to ground earth for tomorrow? Tomorrow is another opportunity. Hopefully the fans will come out with the same amount of energy. What will you be doing between now and tomorrow just to kind of calm yourself down since you're on such a high mountain?
I think I need a couple beer right now to calm down. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still sake. I think more important thing for tomorrow, we have to play our games and, you know, make fun. Make the leagues fun. Not just for, well, of course, everybody looking for a win. We're looking for a win, but not just a win, right? It was just play for fun. People like this just cheering for us. I think we go back, have a meeting right now, and then we're going to come down and think about tomorrow's strategy against the Bay Area. I think, again, we need a win. We need to come back to this core. Love it.
Ji-Wei, we'll let you catch your breath. Go enjoy the rest of the evening with your fans. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ji-Wei. Congratulations. What a night, Sean. I mean, you're a hometown Portland guy. You got a smile on your face. Put a bow on this evening for me.
I mean, table tennis has never been more alive in Portland, and the Paddlers did their job, got the W. I can't wait for the matches tomorrow. Tickets still available.
11 a.m. local time is when we'll get started. Texas will be trying to go 3-0 this weekend. They'll take on a Seattle team that was just a point here, a point there away from moving into first place tonight. Instead, they got the red-hot Texas Smash. And then at 2 p.m. local time tomorrow, the hometown Portland Paddlers will take on the Bay Area Blasters to wrap up our weekend here in Oregon. Thanks so much for spending some time with us tonight. It was memorable in so many ways. For Sean O'Neill and our entire production crew, I'm Evan Lepler saying good night after a historic night of Major League Table Tennis. The Portland Paddlers are off the schneid in front of this amazing crowd.